KO Debate Series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome to another episode of the Morning After Show. It's your boy KO, Knockout Boxing 86, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, whatever you want to call me, and we are back. I got the OG KQKC to my right. KQ, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing great. And shout out to everybody in the chat, and welcome to the Morning After Show. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a lot to talk about today, y'all. So I'm gonna get straight to it. Let me see who we got in the building, and then we're gonna run down these topics and give y'all the best morning boxing show as y'all get ready to start your week. This week we got TWT in the building. What's up, my homeboy? Salute to you, Chris in the building. Av boy JR, and y'all go subscribe to TWT, by the way. Go check out his content, bro. Av boy JR, what's good? Timothy Stoudemire, what's up? Thrill Hill, I see you, bro. Boxing and barbecue in the building. Fresh 313. G go crazy. What's happening with you? Abide. Where we go? Abide Zane in the building. No Fly Zone. What's up, homie? And the Houston OG Rick Timms. What up, Rick? Salute. I know you excited. Tank coming to your town, bro. I know you turned up. Tank coming to your town on the 14th of December, man. I know you lit. Fresh 313. What's up? Zach in the building. What's good? Shout out to my homie David Tizane with the 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. Says KO 100, KQKC 100, and chat. Salute to you, bro. Stinger from above in the building. I do ask that y'all donate to the channel. Hit that super chat. I also have my PayPal and KQKC's Cash App scrolling across the screen. Please show your support for the hard work and dedication that we put in for you guys every single week to deliver y'all this fire morning after show. Night Rider, what's up, man? Salute to you. All right, KQ. Let's get straight to it, man, because I got a lot of things I want to go over with you today. First, Terrence Bud Crawford and Teofimo Lopez get it going on Twitter. They go back and forth. This is what was said, and I want to get your reaction to it. Terrence Crawford says, I respect all fighters, but at Teofimo Lopez only fought 3 fighters worth even talking about, and that's Lomachenko and Ortiz beat him, talking about Jermaine Ortiz. Taylor lost his fight before Teo and definitely should have moved up to 147, but we all know why he killed himself to make 140. Then Teofimo responds to that, says, we either lace up the gloves or shut your whole ass up. Hashtag enough talking at Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford says, if you ever thought Tio had a better resume than me, your mama eat dog shit, and you need to stay far away from boxing because you don't know shit about boxing. Then he says back to Teofimo, show me I'm a hoe when I see you. You need some money, little bitch boy. You can't fight nobody, and you know it. Just trying to keep your name relevant. Top Rank got you where you getting effed, little bitch boy. And then he says, stop it with the I'm begging for a Canelo fight. That's a big reach. He says, don't pocket watch me. I'm broke. I need the Canelo fight because I'm broke. Just like I never had money before Spence. I done heard it all. I'm just bored right now, so I'm having fun with y'all. Then he finishes up. He says, Teofimo Lopez, if you can beat Israel Madrimov in your next fight, I'll fight you. Deal? Let's see how serious you want to fight me. Don't run to make up an excuse for him either. What's your thoughts on that, man? What you got on Terrence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez, man?
Man, listen. Tio need to stay in his lane. Tio need to take care of his business first. Right? Don't worry about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is 36 years old, 37, whatever. You know, he don't have too long in the game, and he knows that. And so he's trying to do what? Not be great. No, that don't make no sense. He's just trying to get a bag. He'll tell you that. But look here, Tio. You said everything under the sun. Trying to get attention. You had disrespected fighters trying to get attention. You clout chasing a lot of fighters trying to get attention. And you have said some racist comments trying to get attention. Now, you are in court right now with Top Rank. Now, y'all not in court just to see if you're going to get a raise or not. You in court because you are unhappy. You think you should be up here when you right here. And that's his problem right now. Him and his father, and here come this father and duo again, right? His father and him think they are better. They are the face of boxing. Let me put it that way. Let's cut to the chase. They believe they are the face of boxing. They believe they deserve better. They deserve more than what they get in $2 million a fight, or something like that. You know, I'm sorry, but you're not. You're not that guy, because you fight, and we all know how he fights. He fights to the level of his competition. Sometimes he don't even do that. So one time he had even questioned himself, is he still got it? And for him to say and go at Terrence Crawford like that. Now, I'm not no big Terrence Crawford fan. Everybody knows that, right? But because I'm an Earl Spence fan, but Terrence Crawford, I got to give him his credit. He paid his dues. You didn't. He went undisputed, not once, but twice. You never went undisputed. Now, of course, it's some questions concerning the time you said you went undisputed, but you're not in the record books. So, I mean, it is what it is, y'all. So please, stop being a baby, and just like this tweet I'm about to say, stop trying to get attention. We see you, T.O. We see you. Okay? Now, are you happy? We see you. Now, leave it alone. Because I'm going to tell you something. Terrence Crawford's the type of fighter that will kick your ass outside the stadium. Okay? He would. You know, push him far enough and see what happens. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it, because you need to sit there and go up and stop trying to drain yourself to stay down there to that weight class, because you know you can't beat the other guys that's up in the higher weight class. And I remind me of somebody else. You know, so stop killing yourself and go on up there. Weight classes are there for a reason, and it's waiting on you. So that's how I feel knockout.
Shout out to the great take, man. Wonderful take. Shout out to Chris with the 2-piece in the super chat. Says GTD in the building in Houston, an hour away from me. Pull up then, Chris.
Woo! Pull up.
Shout out to the OG Victor with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Says trying to get attention. Yeah. I feel y'all. All right, so here's the thing, right? Because y'all know how we do on the morning after show. Like, I got a different perspective. I agree with everything that you said. I think you're 1,000% correct. What I'm gonna focus in on, and what I'm gonna ask the chat, and what I'm gonna ask the question is, why Teofimo got to move up and fight Israel Madrimov to get a Bud Crawford fight to prove himself that he belongs in the 154-pound division? But Bud Crawford fans don't want Crawford to prove himself and fight David Benavidez or fight some 168-pounder to prove that he won a shot at Canelo. Yeah, why? See, Bud know he on bullshit. Why does Teo have to move up and fight Israel Madrimov to prove that he can get a Crawford fight? But why Crawford don't got to move up and fight Caleb Plant or some shit? Why he don't have to prove himself? Is it because he's undisputed? Teofimo was a unified champion. Is it because he beat some lineal people? Teofimo beat Josh Taylor. So Teo got a great resume. And that's how you know Crawford is bullshitting with Canelo. He does want a payday. He is begging for a payday, bro. You know what I mean? Like he got to stop that bullshit. So I agree with everything you said about Teofimo Lopez, but you alluded to something about being an Earl Spence fan and not a Bud Crawford fan. This is why I tell people all the time, bro, and I mince no words about it. This is one of the reasons why I'll never be a Crawford fan, bro. I can't deal with the contradictions and all the capping and shit, bro. I just can't. I can't do it, bro. I cannot do it. So if somebody want to fight you from a smaller weight class, they got to fight a tough fight to prove that they deserve a shot at you. But if you want to move up 2 weight classes and fight somebody, you ain't got to prove shit. You just deserve a shot right off the bat. You ain't got to prove that you belong in that weight class. You ain't got to fight nobody tough for somebody to get a shot at you. You ain't got to fight somebody Canelo already beat, but Teo would have to fight somebody you already beat.
Right.
Nah, bro. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. But as far as like him checking Teofimo, I like that shit. I do agree with you that Bud Crawford would be willing to do something to Teo if they were face to face. I saw them face to face, and it looked like Bud really got the better of that, and he was standing on business. So I agree with all of that. And I think you're 100% right. But as far as Teo needing to fight Israel Madrimov to earn a shot, I don't shit. If you're gonna fight him, fight him. If it's really like that, then fight him. Then fight him, bro. But if it's not, then cool. He's a 140-pounder. Let him stay his little ass down there. But if he got to earn a shot, then why you don't have to earn a shot against Canelo? Because you ain't done shit at 168, just like Teofimo ain't done shit at 154.
Right.
And we all know that. So that's what my mind went to when I was reading that shit and I saw it pop up on Twitter and pop up on Fight Hype. I'm like, damn. So he got to earn a shot, but you don't. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So that's my thoughts on it. As far as what he said about Teo, like I said, everything you said is 100% spot on. But just to add to the conversation, if somebody got to earn a shot to move up and fight you, then why don't you have to do the same to move up and fight Canelo? Why do you deserve to just skip to the front of the line, bro?
Exactly. That's what I said. You know what? You hit it right on the head, knockout. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Yesterday morning when I did my live stream, I said the same thing. What gives you the right to skip over David Benavidez? What gives you the right to go straight and fight the face of boxing, or they just say Canelo because he's successful, whatever? Now, who gives you the right? And what makes you think you at his level, or give you the right to skip everybody and just say, forget everybody, I'm going up here and fight Canelo. I want it. Let's make it happen. And you got Turkey co-signing for you. So, I mean, what you think? Because, see, due to people don't understand this, Canelo is kind of arrogant, right? He don't like that. He don't like you sitting up there pushing up on you, him like that, And then you got Turkey. He don't like Turkey. So Canelo, I think he said what, 150 million. All right, I might fight him for 150 million. Now Canelo just messing with Bud. He just messing with Bud. He ain't gonna fight him. He just throwing some number out there, just messing around with him, and and Bud, he might know that, or sooner or later, he might, say, okay, you know what? Yeah, he ain't gonna fight me. Because right now, I said the same thing. He's going into begging territory now, the way he's going. Because Canelo already said twice, no. So yeah, you hit it right on the head, because who are you? what makes you think you better than David Beterbiev, who's been the mandatory to Canelo for what, 5 years? You know, at
For a long
168.
time.
Yeah, you know,
Mhm.
so that's what I was thinking of. Also in the back of my mind a while
Yeah.
back. You know,
So
so yeah, you hit it right on the head.
So I see the homie Lucas Abad, and I see Boxing and Barbecue. I see y'all in the chat, bro. And no one, Teofimo is nowhere near Terrence Crawford in terms of legacy. That's not the point here, right? Obviously, Terrence Crawford is a 4-division champion. Teofimo is a 2-division champion. Terrence Crawford's been undisputed 2 times. Teofimo has never been undisputed. So it's not about comparing their legacies. Here are the facts for y'all, though. Fact number 1, Teofimo ain't never did shit at 154 pounds, just like Terrence Crawford ain't never did shit at 168 pounds. Point number 2, Terrence Crawford, while not doing shit at 168 pounds, is telling while not doing shit at 168 pounds, is telling the world that he deserves to jump right to 168 pounds and get a Canelo Alvarez. While at the same time, Teofimo, who ain't never did shit at 154 pounds, is being told he got to move up and earn a shot at Terrence Crawford because he ain't never did shit at 154 pounds. Those are the 2 points, y'all. Those are the facts. Y'all can do with them what you want. You can agree with them, you can disagree with them, but you're gonna always understand my logic, and you're gonna always understand where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. If one of them has to move up and earn his shot because he ain't did shit in the division, then the other one should have to move up and earn their shot because they ain't did shit in the division. Because guess what? No one cares about Teofimo's accolades and credentials and what he's done at these other weight classes. No one cares about that shit when he get to 154. He has to prove himself. Same thing for Terrence Bud Crawford. You go up to 168, you ain't never did shit at 168. So you have to prove yourself. That's the point, y'all. If y'all don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's my logic. That's my point. It's no hate. That's why I believe what I believe, bro. And I believe it about everyone. Just like I shitted on Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo was an undisputed champion at 154 pounds. You go back and you watch the content, I was like, why in the fuck is he getting a shot at Canelo Alvarez? He ain't did shit at 154 pounds. Triple G is probably the best middleweight of his generation. When they moved him up for the 3rd fight with Canelo to fight at 168, I said he is 40 years old. He ain't never fought in the division. Why the fuck is he getting a shot at Canelo Alvarez? Those are the points. Those are the points, and I hope y'all understand them. Shout out to 10 Wet Claps, crazy ass name, 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. These guys don't know about boxing. Keep up the truth, KO and KQKC. Nah, the homies know. Boxing and Barbecue, Lucas Abad, they know. They know a lot about boxing. Shit. We just gotta, it's just a difference of opinion. It is what it is, bro. It's no big deal. No big deal, bro. Anyway, moving on. Let's get to some Devin Haney shit, man. Let's get to some Devin Haney shit. So you got Calvin Ford, right? Said that Devin Haney, and I see I got a typo in the title. I need to change that. But anyway, Devin Haney is told by Calvin Ford, in a nutshell, I'm paraphrasing here. He did an interview. It was only like a minute and a half long, but Calvin Ford said that Devin Haney's lawsuit is bad for the sport of boxing. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why or why not?
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Everybody know I'm 57 and a half years old, be 58 in January. I've been watching boxing for a long time. Now, as far as the business side of boxing, it changes a lot and things like that. Now, Calvin Ford is correct. Back in the day, you know, you fight your opponent, you get beat. It might be some personal feelings there. So y'all run it back. Y'all run it back. It's called a rematch. It's called a trilogy. That's what it's for. Now, boxing is a combat sport, all right? When you fight in there, you gonna get battered, all right? That's just what it is. You know, you're going to get hit. That's how it is. Now, when Calvin Ford said, come on, y'all better than that, that's because he had respect for Bill Haney. He had respect for them as fighters. Because, you know, fighters have respect for other fighters. Trainers have respect for other trainers. But that kind of rubbed Calvin Ford the wrong way. Because you don't take it to the man, all right? You don't let a court decide. You know, it's kind of like a street justice, right? You take it to the streets. And the streets is the ring. You know, you don't go to the police. You go, hey, man, we're going to handle this in the streets, which is the ring. And you go in there, handle it. May the best man win. Y'all both have your testing done, extreme testing, Okay, y'all have that done, and then y'all take care of business. But see, what the whole thing is, it's not about right or wrong, or this is a new age, a new day, or whatever. It's that they want to get everything they can to erase that day. They trying to do everything they can because see, Ryan Garcia, he didn't get the backlash like they thought he should have. They wanted to run this man in the ground. Now I'm not no Devin, I'm not no Ryan Garcia fan. Oh no, I don't believe in cheating. All right, I stick to that. I don't believe in cheating. But what it is they are sitting there and they know that their worth has dropped tremendously. Now they know that, hey, Eddie Hearn, they know Turkey and Eddie are good buddies. They know that Oscar, who they named in a lawsuit, hey, they don't want nothing to do with you, man. And we're gonna talk about who they trying to sign with now. Okay, we're gonna talk about that because now they see that okay, we getting blackballed. We're gonna be blackballed. We're gonna be this and that. And I kind of feel bad for Devin because I know it's not his idea. He don't think like that. And then he buy into certain things because he like to be praised. So what it is this. And don't think he took that picture on Instagram, I think it was, or Twitter, with money in his hand. All right? Why he put money in his hand? Because he don't like to be talked about. They said he was broke. That's why he wants this money. Because he trying to get an even playing field. He want his money. He want to get money. Because he ain't about to get them paydays like he used to when he squeezed on down to 135 looking like a crackhead. No. No, he said no, because he can't get in there. So now that's the reason why they trying to save face and they want to get the upper hand so they can be shining again in the public eye. And that is not going to happen. Like one guy said on, I forgot what, Bill Haney on Instagram. He told him, look here, man, your son wasn't no dog. Your son, this and that. And, of course, Bill's still buying into it. His son is the face of boxing, and see, when you get something planted in your mind, now I understand where Jim Jones came from, right? Mind control, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They don't care about no court. They might even throw it out, but they're trying to make a statement. And
Yeah.
Ryan served his suspension. He's serving it now. He gave up his purse. He gave it back. What else do you want? What else do you want? The man got punished. What else do you want? The man tarnished his brand. What else do you want? So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, 100%. Look, y'all, please hit the like button. We got 150 people in here. We ain't got 100 likes yet. I'm gonna stop right here and hold us down till we get 100 likes. Let's get a like check going, moderators. Let's get a like check going. Everybody in the building, please hit the like button one time. It's free. I understand everybody can't hit the super chat. Everybody can't hit the PayPal or the Cash App. We do need that support monetarily as well. But at the very least, I need y'all to do what's free. So before we continue along, let's get the likes up, man. That's gonna bring people in the building. That's gonna get us that's gonna get people notified that haven't been notified yet. So I need y'all to hit the like button one time. I need y'all to hit the like button one time so we can continue along, man. We got to do that, y'all. Yes, we got to do that 100%. So y'all let me know where we at one time.
Okay, I just hear this.
20, yeah, I appreciate it, OG. For the people in the chat though, need y'all to do that, man. Need y'all to do that. Real talk. Obviously, we need super chats too, but we need y'all to hit that like button for sure. That's free. That helps with the algorithm.
Yes, sir.
The algorithm.
And while we taking this time out, I do got merchandise that I will be putting on sale Monday. And you go to store on my main page and you can see what you want, mug or a t-shirt or something like that. Okay. So there you go.
Yes, sir. Y'all be sure to support that, man. You got the coffee mug. Even if you don't drink coffee, you can put some water in it. We up to 72. We just need 28 more people one time. We need 28 people one more time to hit the like button, then we good. Shout out my homie Knight Rider with a 20-piece in the super chat. Says, for the grind. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate my homie coming through big time. 20-piece. Appreciate you. We up to 74. We need 26 people to hit the like button. We need
All
20.
right.
Des 22 says it helps with the tink glazing. Imagine being up at 9:30. Imagine being up at 9:30 to type that shit. Des 22. Appreciate you. Subscribe, Des 22. We talk about more than Tank Davis up here. You say tank glazing, but you talking about tank. I ain't said nothing about tank yet. We 30 minutes into the show, homeboy. We 30 minutes into the show. Ain't nobody said nothing about tank yet. Look at you. Look at you. Maybe you glazing. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris with the 2-piece and super that says hit the like button and stop being stingy. It's Sunday morning, man. You could be doing something else other than up here trying to cause some division going on. But if you won't smoke, there's 22. This is not the place for it. This is KQKCNI's morning show. But if you do want smoke, I am live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Yep, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. You can hit that link and I'll give you exactly what you're looking for. I will give you exactly what you are looking for. Melvin Air Podcast, what's up? We just doing a like check, Melvin Air. We're trying to get the likes up to 100 so we can keep this shit going, man. We're trying to get the likes up to 100. That's all. No reason we shouldn't get to 100 likes. No reason whatsoever.
How many we got in here, Naka?
We got 140 in here right now.
Oh, okay.
140 and climbing.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
we should definitely get 100 likes.
86. We just need 14 people real quick, y'all. Come on. 14 likes and we done. What'd you say, Brian? Brian say hit the link or get stinked. Yeah, man. Yeah. You're gonna get clapped. Shooter's gonna get your ass. 10 more. We up to 90. I just need 10 people hit the like one time, man. 91. Let's go. See, they just be forgetting, man. You gotta remind them sometimes. They gotta wipe the boogers out their eyes. Some of y'all forgot to brush your teeth and wash your face and shit. Get you some breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the like button, man. 93. All right, 7 more people. Did you guys watch the ball card or not talking about it? I watched it. KQKC, did you watch the Nick Ball and Ronnie Rios fight?
No, I think I was asleep.
Yeah, it was during the day on ESPN Plus. Nick Ball defended his WBA featherweight title. He got the
I was
stoppage
looking
in the
for it
10th
this
round.
morning. I knew we were gonna talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I was looking for it this morning on the zone though.
Nah, it was on ESPN Plus. He warmed down, beat him up, did what Nick Ball do. And just stopped him in the 10th round. Ronnie Rios was game. He fought hard, but he couldn't do nothing with it. David say we had 99. One more person.
I told
one more
everybody,
person, then we good.
I told everybody yesterday, knockout. He hit me up on Nick Ball.
Yeah,
you know, because that was my first time watching him last time. I said, man, that little dude got energy.
He got energy. He don't sit down in between the corner, and he don't stop coming. He don't stop coming. All right, let's move on. So for me, the Haney and Garcia lawsuit, is it bad for boxing? I don't think it's gonna matter to boxing. The only thing that lawsuit is good or bad for is Devin Haney, and I say it's horrible. It's bad for Devin Haney, right? As far as his impact on boxing, it ain't gonna stop nothing. It ain't gonna stop people from doing what they want to do. It ain't gonna stop people from cheating. It's not gonna stop promoters from doing business how they doing business. So I don't think it's good or bad for boxing. I think boxing is gonna go on as per usual. I think it's gonna be the status quo. It's gonna continue to move on. The only people that is good or bad for is the Haney'S, and you can see by the reaction to fans, by the reaction to people around the boxing community, it's been all bad for them. Yeah. It's all bad for them. Like the only people that's riding for it really are his fans, you know, and that's what fans do. Your fans are gonna ride for it. Your fans are gonna support you. They're gonna talk good about you and they're gonna support whatever you do for the most part. But as far as like the boxing public, people that were like neutral on Devin Haney, they're against him in this. Like they're kind of like looking at it with a side eye. You know, I would consider guys like Tim Bradley, I would consider him neutral, right?
Right.
He's against this shit. He's like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. Like, what are you doing? That shit is Charmin soft. Called that man some tissue paper, right? And then you got fans on Twitter and YouTube that's like kind of on the fence. And they're like, nah, bro, that's weak. We just want to see you get the rematch. We just want to see you fight the rematch. And I continue to tell people, and my stance will not change. The only way for him to get what he's looking for, because what he's trying to get in his lawsuit, KQ, is he's trying to get his name back. He's trying to get his status back. You know, best jab in boxing. I'm the man. You know, he's trying to get that market value back. The only way he can get that back, KQ, is if he fight Ryan again and beat his ass.
Thank you. They can
But he
build.
doesn't. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't seem to want to take that chance because that's when shit get real. That's when you push all your chips to the middle of the table, and people gonna find out what it really is. And if it go bad for you, it go bad for you. If it go good for you, it go good for you. It's literally the definition of high risk, high reward. Like that's a high ass risk because if you go in there and you still can't get out the way of left hooks, and this dude don't test dirty, and this time he do you worse, then now you got no more excuses. But if you play the lawsuit game, if you keep pushing this shit, win or lose, his cult following is gonna still hold on to the Osterine shit. They still gonna hold on to Ryan Garcia is trash. He's just a dirty fighter. That's it. That's all he got. But if you actually have to answer those questions, people are gonna get a conclusion to it. And I don't think he wants that. So I think that's what the lawsuit is, but it's only bad for him because the goal is to increase your market value. The lawsuit is gonna make people stay away from you. The lawsuit may make it hard for you to do business in the future. Who gonna sign you now? Who gonna want to do business with you? Who's gonna want to take that risk with you? We can already see kind of writing on the wall when only one person bid on the Sandor Martin fight. All these promoters in boxing, from the UK to America to all over the world and stuff, only one team, and that's Top Rank, bid on your fight, and you thought the purse bid was so low that you decided not to fight. So I think people are asking the wrong question. I see people arguing that it's bad for boxing. I see Devin Haney fans pounding the pavement, pounding on their desk, screaming that it's great for boxing. He's gonna clean up the sport with this lawsuit. He's this and he's that, bro. It's not gonna matter to boxing. The only person that is fucking up is him. The only person that's is hurting is him. It's not helping him in any way, bro. It's not helping him. It's not helping him in any way. So that's my thoughts on the Haney and Garcia lawsuit. I don't think it's good or bad for boxing. I think it's bad for Devin Haney, bro. I don't think nothing good is going to come of this for him. I think he's going to end up in a position to where he's going to come out of this lawsuit worse than what he went into it at, bro. That's it. That's all, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Because he's looking, like you say, to get that status back, and it doesn't matter the boxing, because boxing will keep on going on. And now you're in a place where nobody wants to touch you. Now, only one promoter they are talking about that they would like to work with. I don't know if you're going to talk about that or not.
No, go ahead. Bring it up. Bring it up. We can talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, they talking about Jake Paul. Now, Jake Paul, if you do sign with Jake Paul and work with him, that means it's not going to be a Devin. It's not going to be a fight with Tank Davis, which is never was going to be one anyway. But he's not going to fight the top guys. He's going to be an undercard fighter and part of his circus. Because that's what I call a circus. I don't call fights like that. I don't call a YouTuber versus used to be fighter like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It might be entertaining, but it's just not a real match to me. I'm sorry. Mike Tyson was 60 years old. So Devin Haney gonna fight on the undercard. Matter of fact, he's gonna be on the undercard because he ain't gonna put my man Serrano in the back and Devin. No, he's not. That's his girl. So
yeah,
hey, you want to, hey, if they want to go that route, go ahead, because everybody else crossed them out. Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya, they in cahoots together. Say, man, Devin, we're gonna replace him with Richard Hitchens. All right. Then you got Floyd Mayweather. He part of PBC, so that's out. So now you're back against the wall. Daddy only carried you so far. That's 135. Now you can't make that weight no more. Now what? Now.
So, yeah.
But anyway,
I think so. I hear you, and so it's like two parts of this, right? Like, and I think this is mainly just because it's women's boxing. Now, Jake Paul was able to get Amanda Serrano the Katie Taylor fight, when she signed to him. So I've seen him. Now, Jake Paul fights be bullshit, and I never cover him, right? But I have seen him do something good for the women's sport of boxing. The issue is that the men's game is a different game because the men already get big money at the top of the sport. The men already have established stars that are to other promoter companies. You can kind of pull that off with Serrano and Katie Taylor because ain't nobody really putting money into boxing. And I gotta be honest and keep the same energy with Devin Haney and his fans the same way I am with Shakur Stevenson, Tim Zoo, Jerron Boots Ennis, and that is this. You can't tell me you're a free agent if you're Devin Haney and Bill Haney. You're free. That means you can go anywhere you want. You can try to make any fight that you want to make. You can't tell me you want the Ryan Garcias of the world, the Tank Davises of the world, the Mario Barrioses of the world, the Pitbull Cruzes, the Liam Perot's, the Teofimo Lopez's. You can't say you want to fight them and then go sign up to be on a promotional platform with MVP Promotions, Jake Paul's company, and he don't have none of those fighters for you to fight. Like that don't go together. You can't want smoke with these guys over here and then go over there. That's the same thing I try to tell Shakur fans about Shakur, bro. Like, you can't tell me as a fight fan that you want to go fight all of these guys and then go sign to Jake Paul or go do business with Jake Paul, and Jake Paul ain't got none of them for you. He don't have a single 140-pounder fighter for you to fight.
Right.
He don't have a single 147-pound fighter for you to fight. So why would it make sense for you to go try to do business with him? To put a barrier in between it. You would be signing to Jake Paul, and then Jake Paul and his team will have to reach out to another promoter to try to get a fighter or an opponent to fight you. How about you just go to the promoter that got the fighter that you want? So I'll never be an advocate for that, bro. I'm always gonna keep the same energy. We said this, and then this is where it comes full circle, KQ. This is where a lot of Devin Haney fans who are also Earl Spence fans will have to look themselves in the mirror, because a lot of Earl Spence fans, what was the complaint about Bud Crawford, KQ? Why did he go back to Top Rank? He signed the Top Rank in 2018 when he could have went over to the PBC to go get the smoke that he wanted. That's what they all said. They was on one accord with me. So how can you have that stance and then your stance completely changes when it's Devin the Dream Haney? Now he can sign somewhere else where it ain't no smoke and you be cool with it. So if he makes this decision that you're alluding to and that his father has alluded to, people are gonna have a lot of questions to ask. People are gonna have a lot of questions to ask. It's the same contradiction and the same thing I point out with this lawsuit and not wanting to fight Ryan Garcia again. A lot of people that are okay with it are also Deontay Wilder fans. They were pushing for Deontay to get his fight with Tyson Fury and get his rematch and get it back in blood. Now they want Devin to get it back in the courtroom. Like it's just the contradictions and the hypocrisy. It's all over the place. When you support, it's just funny to watch how people don't have principle and they'll support whatever their favorite fighter do. When it's Deontay Wilder, it's warrior shit. When it's Devin Haney, let's get our ties and our suits on and let's all be lawyers to defend them. When it's Earl Spence, it's Terrence Crawford, you signed to the wrong side of the street. You should have came over here where the smoke is at. When it's Devin Haney, you can sign wherever the fuck you want to, Dev. We support it. So it's just, I'm not with the MVP promotion shit. Jake Paul got no fighters for him. So I think that's a bad move. That's my stance on it, bro.
Yeah. That's how I think. I never called those fights with Jake Paul. I just don't, but yeah, that's a bad move. And I mean, what other choice they have? That's what I'm looking at. What other choice they have? I mean, Turkey's not a promoter, so he can't bid on a fight. He can't do none of that. You gotta have a promoter's license to bid on a fight. So that's that. So
yes, sir.
But, hey, you want your son to have attention? Well, you got it. Okay, you got it. So there you go.
All right, so Lamont Roach, man, he went on to Cigar Talk, and he had an interview over there where he was talking a lot about Tank Davis. Did you have an opportunity to watch that?
No, but I heard a little bit about it though.
Okay, so basically, he was sounding very confident. He was saying he's not those other fighters that Tank Davis fought. He's coming to win. He also confirmed that Tank Davis does have a rematch clause on him. So if he beats Tank Davis, they do have to fight again. But if Tank Davis beats him, Tank obviously gets to move on. But Lamont Roach was talking spicy, man. He was talking that good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. And they also had a back and forth on Twitter, talking about Lamont Roach telling Tank Davis he need to spar somebody big because he coming with it. Tank Davis told him don't talk so much, that could go bad for you. Lamont says you must think I'm them other dudes you've been fighting. So they didn't have their back and forth. They didn't chose violence. They didn't chose to go at each other. What's your thoughts on Lamont Roach's approach to this Tank Davis fight in his interview with Cigar Talk. And salute to Cigar Talk and Najee over there for the great content to give us to talk about. What do you think of that, man?
Oh yeah. You know what? Look, I love it. And we talked about this last week. Lamont Roach is kind of fed up. He's kind of fed up because everybody dragging him in the mud. Oh, this is not no cherry pick. Okay? Lamont Roach is a champion. Like he said, I'm a champion. He fought more times at 135 than Tank Davis. He started his career off at 140. So Jamel Harrington, he chimed in because he fought him. He said, wait a minute, y'all got this guy mixed up. Because this guy, man, this guy is not no cherry pick. This guy, I mean, they got history, no doubt about it. Because this guy was a standout amateur in the DMV area. They know each other. They fought in the Silver Olympics and all that. They did all that. It's just that some people have better breaks than others. Because if it wasn't for Adrian Broner, Tank probably might not ever been a star. Because he took him to Floyd Mayweather. Nobody didn't take Roach to nobody. He had to come up through the mud. Now, of course, I told everybody, this is a year of upsets. And we have seen a lot of upset. We seen Munster anyway even hit the canvas for the first time in his career. We seen Devin Haney got whooped. I mean, it's a lot of things that got upset this year. Now, will you see that with Tank Davis? I don't think so. Because Tank Davis, I think, is a smarter fighter than Lamont Roach, no doubt about it. But we got us to fight, y'all. We got us to fight. And one thing about it, inactivity can destroy a fighter. And Tank, I would say this is just, I'm not going to say this is a tune-up. I mean, this ain't a stay busy fight. This is a real fight. This is not a stay busy fight. And I don't blame Lamont. Lamont Roach saying, listen, y'all count me out. Y'all calling me an underdog. Y'all calling me cherry picks. Well, we're going to see. He said, I don't know why he said this, though, but he said, I'm putting Houston on notice. Now, why you putting Houston on notice? I don't know. But anyway, he just letting you know that, hey, look, I'm coming to show up and show out. I'm not coming to get no check. I'm coming to stand on my name. And you know what? And I like that. I like it. Because now, okay, now we getting it on. All right? Now we getting it on. Everybody said Tank ain't fighting this year. Well, it look like he's fighting to me now. How about that? You see, like I tell everybody, just sit and wait, and you'll see what happens. And now you see what happens. All right? Now you know who you fighting. So go ahead, Lamont Roach, talk your shit. All right? I'm a big Tank fan, but listen, you got to have a great dance partner. You got to have a dance partner that open his damn mouth. Sell that fight. And like I say, it might be a good fight too. So watch out. Now, Mr. Whatever his name was, I saw you in the chat talking about, oh, come on, KQ, he's a cherry pick. No, that's not no cherry pick. He was on that list that Tank's supposed to been fighting. Lomo, Secure, that list. And he's the only one that stepped up and said, okay, let's get it on, baby. Right? Everybody else has something to do. All right. So now we got the chance to see on Gervonta Davis fight this year. All right. So that's how I see it.
So as far as like the cherry pick stuff that people are saying, it's two things. Number one, this is Tank Davis's fourth option. So have this is the fourth. This is the fourth guy that finally was willing to fight him. You know what I mean? So what I would say is salute to Lamont Roach for having the heart to sign to fight Tank Davis when a lot of people didn't. Two champions in his weight class, a champion at a higher weight class. All of them said, no, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm doing something else right now. So let's remember that first and foremost. That's the first thing. The second thing is, tell me that you believe that Tank Davis is great without telling me you believe he's great. Because do you know what you're saying? If you're calling a world champion a cherry pick around his weight class that's coming off of two really good performances, then you're really speaking to how great you think Gervonta Tank Davis is. So there's that part of it, right? As far as Lamont Roach and what he said on Cigar Talk, I hear him. And I like how he sounds, and I like the confidence that he had on Twitter. But you know who else sounded real confident when they was doing interviews and stuff, Frank Martin did. And when they got face to face, Frank Martin energy changed. And the night of the fight, he didn't fight with that same confidence. So I hear Lamont Roach. I want to believe him. I want to trust that he's gonna be confident. But I'm gonna see if it's real confidence tonight or not when they had a press conference and they face to face. When they do their press conference and they face to face, if they do a like Frank and Tank did $1 million worth of game, if they do some sort of podcast where they have like some sort of face off or whatever, that's what I'm gonna be looking at. That's what I'm gonna be interested in, because Frank, when he did it was on Cigar Talk too. When he did his interview talking about Tank Davis, he was talking about how he cracked him, how he shook the room, how he did him in sparring. Lamont Roach is doing the same shit, because I forgot to mention this to you. He was talking about he got tapes of him beating Tank Davis' ass in sparring and shit. He said he got tapes. His daddy got the tapes of him beating Tank Davis' ass in sparring when they was younger. And he also said he really beat Tank Davis in the amateurs, but they just robbed his ass. So seems like all these Tank Davis opponents be whooping his ass in practice. So I hear you, bro, and I like the confidence, and I enjoy that shit. Do your thing. But when y'all get face to face and Tank start barking at you, telling you how he gonna stop you, I need you to be that confident. I need you to stand your ground and keep that same energy so people can believe that we got a fight on our hands, man. That's what I need. So I like the interview. I think that Lamont Roach did a great job answering questions. He's well spoken. He got that swag. He got a little bit of swag to him, so that leads me to believe that we're gonna get the same type of press conference that we got with Frank Martin. Because both of these guys got the same background. One from DC, one from Baltimore. Both Black Americans. Both with the hip hop culture and the hip hop lingo. So they're gonna be talking good. They're gonna be talking good in the press conference. But I'm gonna be looking at the body language of Lamont Roach. I'm gonna be looking at how he reacts to Tank Davis being in his face to see if his confidence in these interviews gonna translate over to confidence when they get face to face. Because Frank Martin did not do that. Frank Martin's confidence went away the moment him and Tank got face to face. I hope that doesn't happen with Lamont Roach. I hope he stands his ground and he's coming to fight and he gonna stand on business. So, but I thought the interview was great. I thought he did a wonderful job. Being able to do that, to talk, to be able to tell his side and talk his shit. So I thought it was great, man. Real talk. Salute to Lamont Roach for taking the fight. And giving and salute to Tank Davis for keeping his word and his team for being able to find him an opponent. We know the search was hard, and that's my thing too, KQ. Right? You had a lot of people, a lot of hate, a lot of people that are shitting on the Lamont Roach fight were asking me in my chat. They were coming up on my panel. Who he fighting? KO. He having trouble finding an opponent. Why can't the cash cow? Why can't the A side? Why can't the face of boxing find an opponent? So he was having trouble finding an opponent. Then when he finds an opponent, you shit on the opponent. You just a hater. Like you just hating, bro. At that point, who is he fighting? Who is he fighting? Why won't he announce his fight? He can't find an opponent. What's going on? Why can't Tank find an opponent? Then he finds an opponent, and you shit on the opponent that he found, even though the opponent that he found is a world champion. That's crazy to me, bro. He's staying active. Salute to him for that, because you said it. Yeah. Being inactive kills your goddamn momentum. Staying active is going to put him in position to have a good year in 2025 as well. And this is what I would dare people to do, KQ. If you hate this fight and it's so bad that you don't want to watch it, do me a favor. If I have a topic when I go live and it says Gervonta Davis in the goddamn chat, I dare you not to come. I dare you not to hit the link and talk about him. I dare you, anybody that's talking about Tank Davis, I dare you not to go to their chat. And if you're a content creator and you hate the fight and you shitting on the fight, I dare you to start talking about something else. I dare you. I dare you. If the fight is so trash and it's not good for boxing, I dare anyone shitting on the fight that hates the fight, that's not going to watch the fight, that's not going to buy the fight. I dare you not to talk about Tank Davis again until 2025. I bet you can't do it. I bet you everything in the world you can't do that, though. So it must be getting your attention somehow. Yeah, it must be getting your attention somehow, because I bet you can't go without talking about it. Y'all gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna cover it. You gonna have fight parties. Y'all gonna be trying to step on KC feet when he go to call the fight. Y'all gonna start calling fights all of a sudden. when you don't never call no goddamn fight? You gonna do your own version of the morning after show? Yeah, you gonna do all of that shit. You gonna do a prediction for the fight? Y'all gonna do all that shit. You gonna come hit these links when I'm talking about the fight. You gonna hit this link to argue? Yeah, y'all gonna do all that. So if you gonna do all that and give it, if it's so bad, don't give it that much energy. Then don't hit my link talking about it. Don't hit my link talking about it. Don't make videos talking about it if it's so trash. Don't go live talking about it if it's so trash. Don't do none of that. I bet y'all can't. I bet y'all can't, bro. And that's all I got on it, man. It's just crazy to me that people do that shit, bro. People do that shit.
And it's just so funny to me how Tank can't find no one to fight at 135. So why don't he just move on up to 140? Yeah, now you're trying to put him at a disadvantage. Now you're wishing now, okay, Tank, now he's at a disadvantage. He could potentially lose, or he can get overwhelmed, which, no, I'm not saying Tank will lose because he just as smart as the guys at 140. But I'm just saying, why would he get out of his element or where he fights at? Because he fights at 135, not 140. Matter of fact, he can fight at 130 actually because he's a small 135 pounder. But still, everybody want him to move up. Everybody want him to move up in weight. Why? Now, let me explain something to you all. He's 30-something years of age. He ain't growing no more. Okay? He's not growing anymore. He will be a short man. That's all he will be. He will be a short man in stature. Okay? That's it. So he can fight there till he retire. I mean, he's not getting any taller. All right. Now he might gain weight out, whatever, but he's an athlete. So I doubt that, he's not blowing up between weight classes. Between weight and fights, I noticed that, so y'all stop hating and appreciate. All right. Appreciate we got boxing at all. And let alone we got one of the best boxers that's fighting. Listen, like I told my chat, I don't care if he fighting goddamn Popeye with no spinach. All right. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna call
Popeye with no spinach.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it, And I guarantee you this. He will sell. He will sell and people gonna watch it. I guarantee you that. Now.
I think that's what's getting a lot of people nervous, bro. I think that's what's getting a lot of haters nervous. Like they expected this fight not to get traction, but the minute they started talking shit back and forth to each other, now shit is going viral. You're starting to see it's gonna be at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, where the Houston Rockets play basketball. And if you know anything about Houston, KQ, is not. I'm not saying it's Chicago, obviously, but big black population. Really hip hop. A lot of rappers and celebrities stay in Houston, Texas. Got a great nightlife and shit with restaurants and clubs and shit. People are going to show up and show out for that fight, bro. And I think that's got people nervous as hell because when he breaks another live gate opponent and your favorite fighter ain't fighting this year, it's gonna make people nervous, bro. When he sells another 400 to 500,000 pay-per-views with Lamont Roach, because make no mistake about it, this fight is gonna do better numbers than what he did with Lamont Roach. With Frank Martin. Lamont Roach is a champion. He got an amateur background. The DMV is gonna be even more tuned in to this fight than the Frank Martin fight because Lamont Roach got a fan base in DC. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, this shit gonna be bigger than what y'all think, and y'all gonna be mad as shit when they report that shit the week after. They be like, yeah, it's sold about 450,000 pay-per-view. Y'all gonna be like, God damn. And it did a $15 million live gate. Shit, I hate Tank. Shit, I hate her. Why? Why can't my fighter do that? Why?
Hey, how far is Texas from Houston?
Oh, Houston is in Texas. It's south of Dallas.
I know.
You mean Dallas? Dallas, yeah. It's only 4 hours. It's only 4 hours down the road. Yeah.
4 hours? Okay.
Yeah. It's only 4 hours down the road, man. But let's get to this. Man. We got to preview something because we got a big time fight this weekend, man. We got Undisputed going down in the light heavyweight division. We got Artur Beterbiev taking on Dimitri Bivol. What's your first thoughts on that fight, man? What's your preview of that fight?
Man, I've been wrestling with this fight, man. I've been wrestling with it, and I'm looking at the age of Beterbiev. Then I'm looking at him next wrestling a bear. I mean, he was actually wrestling a bear, man, right? I'm like, what the hell, right? Then I look at Demetrius Bivol. All right, he's doing his thing. He's working up and down, going, down on the bag like a body. He's working and he's using the left hooks and he's throwing them in there. Then of course his wife comes out. I said, okay, this is gonna mess up his frame of mind. So I'm kind of like torn in between. But
What did she come out and say? Because I didn't even I saw people saying that. What did she come out and say? What she say?
Okay, what she did was that she came out and made it known that he doesn't take care of his kids, his son, especially his son.
Oh, okay.
And they got a law in Russia where you have to pay 33% of your income. And she said he only paid nothing, 0,000. And of course, he been abusing her. She coming out and she is cheering for Beterbiev. So, and this is his ex-wife. Now, this is ex-wife because they officially divorced now. So I said, okay, she coming out doing that and this and that. Okay, maybe that might mess up his frame of mind, but I don't think so. I think he's focused and I think he's ready. And man, this is gonna be a barn burner. I really believe that. So but right now, Beterbiev, I have to give him the edge right now. He's heavy-handed. No, he's not a great boxer like Bivol, but if he touch you, you're gonna feel it. That's just how he fights, and that's how strong he is. Now, Bivol, of course, we've seen what happened with Canelo, but Canelo is not Beterbiev, not as far as power is concerned. So now this fight, man, it looked like a 50-50 fight to me. Because both guys got attributes that you can't deny or overlook. But I'm leaning towards more Beterbiev, okay, in this fight. So and then I thought about it. I said, well, Bivol, he can box. You don't have to hit hard. You just gotta score points. That's all. Floyd Mayweather, he's not a big puncher, but he know how to win. You just got to touch him here and there, look good in doing it. And so that's how I see, I see a 50-50 fight, man. That's how I see it.
Yeah. I'm excited for this fight. This fight's been, what, 5 years in the making? 6 years in the making, something like that. So I'm very, very excited for it. I think the key is going to be, is Beterbiev going to be able to make Bivol fight with him? Is he going to be able to make Bivol have to sit down and fight, or is Bivol going to be able to keep his distance? I think people underestimate Artur Beterbiev's boxing skills. They underestimate his jab, his ability to set up shots, and he's willing to hit you anywhere. Like, he'll hit you in your arms, in your shoulder. He just want to put a hurting on you and put a whipping on you. Shit that maybe the judges don't even score. He's scoring in his mind because now you can't lift your goddamn hands up. You can't lift your hands up because you've been punching in your goddamn shoulder and shit. And there's a reason that when guys decide, like Canelo, go up to 175, it's a reason that everyone chooses to try to fight Demetri Bivol, bro. There's a reason that Zurdo Ramirez went up to 175 and said, I'm gonna pick Bivol. I'm going for Bivol. There's a reason Canelo went up to I'm gonna pick Bivol, bro. Because Artur Beterbiev is something different, bro. He's something different. Bivol, you can't say that Beterbiev has ever looked how Bivol looked against Craig Richards, or that Beterbiev has ever looked how Bivol looked against Salomon or whatever. Beterbiev be putting these dudes in the dirt, man. He be putting them in the dirt. So it's one of them things where it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, do you really think Bivol is gonna be able to box perfectly and not get into any trouble and not get hit different? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think he can stay away from Beterbiev for 12 rounds. Somebody, like, when you got 100% KO ratio, you a unified champion, you got the amateur pedigree that you can box. Like, Beterbiev beat Usyk in the goddamn amateurs, bro. Like, he can box.
Wow.
He beat Usyk in the amateurs. He's like the second most decorated Russian amateur boxer in the history of Russian boxing. The only one that's more decorated in the Russian amateurs was Sergey Kovalev, bro. Like Beterbiev is like that, bro. So that's gonna be tough for Bivol. I think Bivol got good footwork, a good jab. But does he have the pop to keep Beterbiev up off of him? Because you know Beterbiev coming for him. You know he coming for him. And the only way for me, Bivol has to hope that Beterbiev got old as shit overnight.
Yeah.
That's the only. No, he got to keep his distance. Keep his distance control. Not run around the ring. Bivol ain't gonna do that. But he got to be able to keep. He got to be able to keep his distance control. But I think people are sleeping on Beterbiev on this one. I see a lot of people saying 50-50 fight. I ain't got no problem with people saying that. But I don't see how, based on their experience, based on what they've done against common opponents, based on their records, I don't see how you can't be leaning towards Beterbiev. And I think it's like 60-40, 65-35 in favor of Beterbiev, with Bivol having to outbox him, having to outpoint him and stay away and be perfect for 12 straight rounds. All Beterbiev got to do is get something through one time. It changes the whole fight. That's what, like, he hit so hard. You know how some people like Tank Davis, Beterbiev, KQ, they hit so hard that it don't matter how good your chin is. Like, if you get caught by the wrong punch from them, you're gonna get hurt. No matter how durable you think you are, that's where Beterbiev is. So as a result, Bivol has to box perfectly for 36 minutes. Or it could be a legit scenario where Bivol is boxing well. He's up 5-0, and in the middle of the 6th round, Beterbiev catch him with a straight punch or a power jab, and he hurts him and stuns him, and now the whole fight doesn't change at any moment. With those boxing skills that Beterbiev got, to me, that's a lot to overcome. A man that can box like he can box, it can change the fight on a dime at any moment in the fight. I'm leaning Beterbiev like you, and I got it like a 60-40, 65-35 fight in favor of Beterbiev, bro. That's just me. I think he'll become the undisputed champion. Then we'll see if he moves up to cruiserweight, if he retires, what Bivol is going to do next, and kind of go from there. But I definitely am leaning Beterbiev, and I think he has a really good shot to win that fight, man. Do you got anything else on that fight?
No, I just think Beterbiev, you know, you might be right. And like I said, it's kind of hard for me to choose, because one day I'm leaning this way, one day I'm leaning that way, and then I look at the age of Beterbiev, you know, his age, but that don't mean anything. Then I look at his strength, you know, and then I said, you know, that can mean a lot, because we get clipped. If we hit that equal right there, that might throw Bivol off balance for just a second. That's all he needs. All he needs is just 1 second. Like I tell y'all all the time, in boxing, all it takes is one punch, you know, to get you off balance or whatever, and he can capitalize on it. So I think Bivol, you know, he gonna have to be on point. I think both of these guys gonna have to be on point. Both of these defense gonna have to be tight. They're gonna have to keep their defense tight. You know, that's how I look at it. So you know, I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it and call it.
All right, another thing we got to go over. Eddie Hearn has came out and he says that Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois Part 2 could be going down in Riyadh season, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. What you think of that, man? You think Anthony Joshua is signing the end of his career certificate by trying to go into this rematch with Daniel Dubois? What's your thoughts on Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua?
I don't think. Let me tell you, knockout. I saw the first fight. I don't think AJ, Anthony Joshua, gold medalist, came out of there with a silver spoon from the on the country of the UK. They took him in, man. They treated him like a king, but the king now has fallen. You know, and I don't see anything he can do to stop Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois now, he's quiet, laid back, but he's a heavyweight. He's a true heavyweight. And one thing about it is he's going to do maybe worse in the rematch to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua think he has a game plan, but that doesn't matter. Because Anthony Joshua is the type of fighter that he don't follow instructions well. He gonna do what he want to do because he believes he's the almighty great. But it's a new kid on the block, and Danny Dubois is that new kid. You know, Wilder, Joshua, all them guys, they're on their way out. And Daniel Dubois is strong, and of course, like I say, he's gonna do better than he did before. And this might be, you know, he might put AJ out the pasture in this second rematch. Now, Eddie always gonna take up for Anthony Joshua. That's his guy. You know, he was so pumped up when he was coming in to fight the first time. I don't know if y'all saw it. Eddie was singing rap songs and shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, look
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Man, you know, I'm like, okay, Eddie, you pumped up, right? But you know, what a disappointment. And so I can't go back in the past, but right now I think Anthony Johnson, he had ran his course now. Now I think Dane Dubois, I think he's here and he's here to stay. It might
Yeah.
took him some bumps and bruises, and sometimes might take an L for you to do better. Sometimes an L is good. Some people say, well, undefeated, you know. See, Floyd Mayweather made undefeated cool, right? He made that to be cool. That's the thing. And that's why some of these fighters today don't want to fight and don't want to smoke with the top fighters, you know, but that's okay. Daniel, he did what he did, and now look where he at. So
Yeah, that the turnaround story of Daniel Dubois from taking a knee and quitting against Joe Joyce to quitting against Alexander Usyk, the way he's turned himself around and become world champion and now beating AJ, bro, it's something to behold. You know, it's a really good story. And I agree with the tavern. Yeah, Caroline Dubois, she bad, bro. She's a bad woman in that ring, boy. She can fight. She can fight like a motherfucker. So for me though, heavyweight is a little bit different, right? Because obviously Dubois caught AJ early, hurt him early, and his legs were never the same. But AJ hurt Daniel Dubois too. So I see the gamble, and I see why they have to take this gamble, because AJ, he's supposed to be a big name, bro. He want to get Fury, maybe Usyk again. He can't be fight, you know, he don't have time to build himself back up. So I guess the hope is that AJ can hurt him first this time, and maybe change the complexion of the fight or something. But with Daniel Dubois being younger, having that much confidence and knowing that what he did to Anthony Joshua the first time, and Anthony Joshua's lack of ability and how stiff he is to get out the way of a jab or get out the way of a right hand, man, that's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough. Dubois might jump on him and get his ass up out of there in the first 3-4 rounds this time, dog. Like it could get bad. It could get bad real quick, bro. It could get bad. It could get bad real fucking quick for AJ in that goddamn ring, man. For this rematch, I ain't mad at it because he got a rematch clause and he want to stay at the top. This is the way to do it. But damn, bro, like somebody put AJ versus Wilder in the chat, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be better, you know. Put them on somebody undercard, let them build up the undercard or some shit, pay them some money.
Right.
But get in there with Daniel Dubois again, boy, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. But what I will say, and what I do respect, is AJ does rematch his losses. And he typically performs better in the second fight. So it looked like it was over for him against Andy Ruiz in the first fight. He came back and won the second fight. He performed better in the second fight against Alexander Usyk. Let's see if he can perform better in the second fight against Daniel Dynamite Dubois. I don't know. I doubt it. But they are talking about that fight going down in Saudi Arabia. Part 2. Another tough fight. Another fight where we can see the passing of the torch that I think is tough is Stephen Coolboy Fulton is now Nick Ball's mandatory challenger, man.
Oh, wow.
So they may order that fight. Coolboy became number 1 in the new WBA rankings, and he is going to be Nick Ball's mandatory. KQ, I don't think Fulton can beat Nick Ball. What do you think? What do you think of Nick Ball and Coolboy Steph, KQ?
Nick Ball is just he's just a little menace. You know, he just everywhere. Next thing you know, you looking on the side of you, man. He slapped you with that right hand. Then he jump up from the left and right, and he used his angles, and then of course, Cool Boy, he hasn't been fighting well. Ever since he lost to Monster, I mean, he hasn't been looking good at all. At all. It's like he's having
he didn't look good in that Castro fight. He did not look good in that Castro fight. Go ahead.
Not at all, man. And I'm like, man, what's going on with Cool Boy? And sometimes that's what happens. You take a L, and now you go back in there, and you don't want to get hit. And then when you do get hit, you slow down or you back out or something like that. And but you got to keep on fighting. And keep fighting, stay active, and you get back to where you was in the first place. But as far as Nick Ball, this little guy, he might be short in stature and everything, but he never gets tired. So don't worry about the gas tank. The gas tank gonna be there. But also the punches. Now he's not a big puncher, but he got respectable power. And that's the thing about it. And he got speed. So Cool Boy got a few things he need to watch out for. And also the footwork. The footwork is different. Nick Ball got great footwork. I don't know if it's because he's small. I don't know, but he got great footwork.
He know how to chop them feet and cut that ring off. You ain't lying.
Yep. So I think he got some problems. He got some problems he's gonna have to deal with Nick Ball, man. That's just how it is.
I think the pressure of Nick Ball, I think Cool Boy keeping his head on the line, trying to just step straight back and shit. And he was getting rocked by Carlos Castro. I think the power at 126, the strength at 126 is a little different for him. I think that's a tough fight for Cool Boy. And I saw Teach in the chat say that they said that if the WBA orders the fight, Nick Ball is talking about dropping the belt. Why, bro? Why? That's a really good fight. Why would he drop the belt instead of defending against Cool Boy Steph? There got to be some political shit and them not wanting to do business with Premier Boxing Champions or something, because that makes no sense, bro. To drop your belt instead of defending against Cool Boy, that's a good name on your resume. Former unified champion. It's a winnable fight for Nick Ball, and it gives him a good look against a style that he's gonna see if he continues to stay at the top of the game. That style that Cool Boy fights in. A lot of people try to fight slick boxers, moving around the ring. They're gonna fight Nick Ball like that. So that's a good way for him to continue to tighten up his skill set. I think that'd be stupid for them to drop that belt. But if that fight do happen, I'm with you. I favor Nick Ball, the pressure, the relentlessness, the gas tank. And I think Cool Boy has not looked good at 126 pounds. And Monster anyway could have taken something from him, bro. It only take one shot and then you never be the same. One shot, and your ass will never be the same. So I'm with you on that, man. I think Nick Ball should be favored in that fight, and I hope they do order the fight, because I do want to see it against Nick Ball and Stephen Fulton. And that's what you got to do if you Cool Boy Steph. These are the type of risks you have to take when you want to get back to the top. I'm sure he don't want to be like he was in the prelims, man. He was fighting he went from unified champion to fighting on the goddamn prelims of a pay-per-view and shit. I'm sure he want to be the main event. He want to be the co-main event. Like, if you want to get back there, these are the type of chances you're going to have to say. Yeah. These are the type of chances that you're going to have to take, man. You are going to have to fight guys like Nick Ball to get yourself back in play, specifically if you want another shot at Anyway, who's probably coming to featherweight soon. If you want another shot at the champions, if you want to get that Brandon Figueroa part 2, because right now I know Fulton won the first fight, but based on how their careers have went now, if Fulton fights Brandon Figueroa again, B Figueroa might stop his ass, bro. He might stop him again, man. So I mean, he might stop him because they careers are went in totally different directions. So there's some big fights out there for Cool Boy. If Cool Boy can get this Nick Ball fight and find a way to be victorious, and that's what it's about, man. Proving everybody wrong, proving to the world that you know what I mean, that you really are like that, and that you can bounce back. That's what he's gonna have to do, man. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see. He is with Bozy Ennis, who's training him to do right. But if you can't keep your head off the line, you just can't keep your head off the line. And he's having an issue with his defense, man. He's having a real issue with his defense. If you know what you're looking at, you can see it. Bright as day for Cool Boy Steph, man. You got anything else on that, man?
No, that's all I got. That's all I
Okay,
got.
man. Let the people know where to find you at, man, and when you're gonna be live this week.
Okay. If I'm at KQKC Boxing Network, I will be live tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. I will be live. I will be off on Tuesday, and I'll be live the rest of the week. And I will
Yes,
be
sir.
calling this fight this weekend. So there you
Yes,
go.
sir. I'll be live. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night this week. We'll be previewing Beterbiev and Bivol. We'll be talking about the hottest topics in boxing. So y'all come through and rock out with us. And also, obviously, I'll be dropping daily content every day, and we'll be having members only content for the members to the channel. So I appreciate everybody coming by today. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. KQ, enjoy the rest of y'all day, your day, and we'll see y'all next time. Shout out Miss KO. Shout out everybody in the chat, and shout out to everybody that donated in the super chat. I appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all next time. We out of here, y'all. Peace out.
All right. Peace.